We speak and declare a grace now comes even over this midterm elections. As there shall be a reaction, but it shall be anger. And it shall be surprise. Because God has already declared that He has stripped the enemy of power at the executive branch. He shall strip it at the legislative branch. And He will strip it and continue to strip it at the judicial. And they will say, what do we have left? For it seems as though things have been shifted to the right. God says, look closely. It's not just that it's shifted to the right because you look through the eyes of politics. I am righting this nation, says the Spirit of God. I hold in my hands the driver's wheel that controls the agenda and the future of this nation. Therefore, it shall be next Tuesday in your land that acceleration shall begin to take place. Count it all joy, says the Spirit of God, for there shall come an acceleration of my agenda, my plans, and this acceleration is not just for this nation, for nothing will stop what I'm about to do, but God says this acceleration belongs to my people. And what took months, what took years, what took decades shall suddenly shift. And yes, I speak this concerning the healing of your nation. There is a uniting. There is an acceleration that is coming. But God says, don't be moved, as that which is classified shall be declassified. That which they say is hidden and does not exist, it exists, and I'll show the earth. The evidence will be so great that it will cancel the arguments. For they will say, we cannot fight, when the truth outweighs the argument. This is what you're coming into. And it's not just the year of divine surprises for my people, but God says, you will say much as you enter into a new year in the United States and in the earth. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Watch what comes to the light. Watch what shall be exposed. Watch what shall be unclassified. Watch what shall appear. Ha! Yes, emails. Watch. Watch. Surprise. For this is the work of my hands. And God says, on Tuesday, the heavens will open greater over this land. And acceleration shall come even greater. But listen to me. The Lord says, I told you already, you can laugh if you may. You can be angry if you want. You can mock and be one who acts as a fool. When I speak these words that you're about to hear, God says, I said to you, when your towers fell, I heard the cries of those who were wounded and afflicted, and their blood cried out from the soil. And I said from that place, I would raise up a president, and I did. From the place where the towers fell, New York City. And I said to you, before this one who stands as your president was sworn in, I told you what would take place, as the Spirit of God. And I said, this one that would rise from New York would avenge the blood of the innocent, to bring this nation back on course. Laugh if you may, mock if you may, but God says you cannot and will not stop me. Therefore, listen, at the place of Pittsburgh, the tree of life, look closely, there's something of life that's going to come now, for their blood speaks. God says there has been a signing into law. Those who've been afflicted that can find no cure, no help. That medical cures that are out there that exist, but they've been stopped through bureaucracy. They've been stopped through politics. They've been stopped through legislation. The Spirit of God says, my compassion now You'll see it this week in your midterm elections, and you're going to see it as you turn into a new year. My compassion shall outweigh your politics. My compassion shall outweigh your medical, and I will cause it to rain upon the just and the unjust. Why do I speak this? Because God says, from those who died at the place of tree of life, I will cause this president to join hands with the president, as he already has, of Israel. What is he, the prime minister? What is he? Huh? What is he? Prime Minister Netanyahu. They've already joined hands, but now they're going to join hands because in Israel there came a healing balm already once. God says there's medical cures and scientific discoveries that are in Israel, and now they will join hands with the United States of America. And God says, watch as cancer shall be known as a thing of the past, says the Lord. Diabetes, Alzheimer's shall be known as a thing of the past, says the Lord. Watch, their blood is not in vain. And watch my compassion, says the Spirit of God. Lift up your voice and shout.